Hey, what's up, guys? I was at Walmart earlier today and I happened to go by the sporting goods section and I decided to go ahead and pick up some of the new Daisy BBs. So, first off, we're going to look at those and compare it to the old ones as well as the Crossman copperheads that we are currently shooting. We're going to take a look at them just to see if they're worth giving a try again. Because they are a couple dollars less per 6,000. What else? I picked up a gun while I was there, an air gun. I'm not sure what it is. It's a Ruger or something. We'll look at that in a minute. But I got it for one reason, and well, it started out. I got to playing around with this little CO2 pistol I have yesterday, and I said, I would really like to make some tracers for this thing. So I got some matches and I crushed them up. I mixed it up with some water and then I put it in the little cavity in some of the pellets and I let them sit overnight. And after I did that, I did a little research and found out it most likely wasn't going to work. And tried it. Sure enough, it didn't. But before I did my research, I was thinking, well, it's CO2. Maybe there's no oxidizers in there, so maybe it just oxidizes from air. I don't know. So in that case, I might need an air gun to do it. And I wasn't really thinking about the Crossman crusher that I have, and it's not very powerful. So I kind of just bypassed that and thought, well, maybe I'll see what they have as far as air rifles, and maybe I'll pick one up if the price is right. So anyway, let's get to the BBs. I got a message from somebody, I think it was today. He, thanked me for the videos and whatnot. And he did mention that my videos are often, the volume on them isn't very loud, and I will offer the suggestion, turn the volume up on your computer. No, I'm just kidding. I do have an external mic, but it's corded. I don't like using it, and you guys don't pay me enough. So, these are the offenders, and these are the new ones. And I've got these ones that I'm shooting here, and we'll get a closer look at all of these. I am going to leave these in this container because I do have silicone oil, and I also wanted to talk about silicone oil because I was on the fence when I was in the store about getting some Pell gun oil, and I use treadmill silicone oil because it's so cheap, but the viscosity is a lot thicker than this stuff. Well, I went ahead and got some of this stuff, and then I looked on the back of it, and it's made with petroleum distillates. So this is just a light machine oil for almost $5, which is an incredible ripoff, I believe. So, enough of that. The reason that I did get that was because I know with these nitrogen piston powered guns, you have to lubricate the main seal in there every 500,000 rounds, something like that. And the last time I did it with the crusher, I used Pell gun oil, and I did notice smoke come out of it, and it gave me a little pause. So, yeah, don't use that stuff in your chamber. They make special chamber oil for it. Or if you're cheap like me, use treadmill oil. I also have some silicone oil that is food grade, that is in an aerosol can. Yeah, and also that applicator that the pellet gun oil is in. You know, you open that once, you cut the top off of it, set it down on its side, have it run out all over whatever you put it down on. Just a complete rip. Alright. So there's our old. Yeah, these I can already tell these look a lot nicer. I'm not gonna dump this whole thing out. It looks like Daisy's back. Wow. Yeah. Alright. Why don't you come on in here and we'll get a closer look. Okay. These are the old BBs. So I'm gonna just cut right on over to the new BBs. But yeah, you see things like that in the middle, that's no good. And these BBs were causing a lot of people a lot of headaches. Me in particular. This is how they used to look and how they should look. Oh, there's a nasty one. So they definitely have made a big improvement. And yeah, I would say these are definitely worth trying. I'm not saying go out and buy a whole bunch of them. I'm just saying that yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to shoot these. I don't think that they would give you any problems. Now let's just jump over to the Crosman Copperheads. What we are currently shooting, I believe these do have a little bit of silicone oil on them. So they look about on par with these. Maybe they're a little shinier. But I think that coating is very important because that doesn't cut it. Well, that's some pretty decent news. Here is what I picked up. It's nothing special. It is the Ruger Airhawk Elite 2. And I'm just really amazed. More so with this one than that Crossman that I got, of what you can get for $100 the Chinese to make you. It has fiber optic sights front and rear. I like that they're both mounted on the barrel. I don't like the safety on it. I shot it twice, and it seems like it goes on safety every time you shoot it. Some of you guys might like that, not me. The trigger, two-stage trigger, the first stage is adjustable, kind of neat. I didn't pay attention to the trigger pull. Probably not as nasty as the Crossman, I wouldn't think. Although there is a mod that you can do on that trigger. I think I did it, I can't remember. But anyway, I got this thing in my backyard, and one of the I also wanted to just shoot it in my backyard, have something that I can shoot in my backyard because there's a school right several hundred yards away. And I fired it off the first time and it just went pow! I was like, oh crap, I gotta get back in the house. And I think what happened is there was a bunch of grease that Diesel from just left over from the factory. Somebody got sloppy with it. Sorry, I don't have COVID. But I shot it again. I figured that would clear everything out, and it didn't, apparently. Or apparently, this just breaks the sound barrier every time. I kind of doubt that because the advertising advertised it at 1,200 feet per second with alloy pellets, and then 1,000 feet per second with lead pellets, and we know they always lie about that. So I just figured I'd show you guys this, and we'll see if it's still dieseling back there and what kind of velocity it's doing. And you know, maybe it just shoots extra fast, but we'll put it on the Crony and get some readings. I almost forgot to mention it did come with a scope and rings. It's not a super high quality scope or anything, but unlike the one that came with the Crossman, I would actually call this a scope. This is a bona fide nitrogen filled scope, so you can actually see through it. So that's really cool. I do think I'm going to put this on it after I get the iron sight sighted in. Now, some of you guys know that I'm not really into air guns. So this might be completely normal to you guys about this dieseling right out of the gate. But something else I noticed is that on a lot of these, run-of-the-mill pellets that you can get at Walmart and places like that, they don't have any weights on them. And that's really weird. I just don't know why they wouldn't put a weight on there. They can, even if unless they're just so out of spec that they can't really accurately put a weight on them. But I mean, hell, they do that with the velocities anyway, so why not the pellets? I'm just curious to see what these are. Oh, a 1/10 of a gram in variation. Pretty nasty. I figured these would be good to shoot out of this gun, though. Just the shape of them. For backyard varmints. Alright, enough of this. These are the ones that I've already fired it twice with, and they actually do have a weight on here. These seem like they're pretty good quality. They look nice and uniform. And they seem to be dead on as far as weight. Alright, let's put some through the Crony. And those are the ones that we're going to be shooting. I don't know how you say that name. Safety. Yeah, that's loud. That will hurt your ears. That's like a 22. And something definitely is Diesel in there because I can smell it. The trigger pull is kind of nasty. It's not as bad as the Crossman. Jeez, how much stuff is in there? Maybe I should have read the instructions. Okay, coming down. But yeah, I'm not putting anything in these skirts. This is how it came out of the box. Yeah, maybe we're burning it out. It's still quite loud, but I don't think it's breaking the sound barrier at 1080. So maybe I can shoot it at home. Yeah, it's quieting down. Well, an air rifle that shoots faster than advertised. Well, I guess I know what it'll do. Diesel in it. And nice and broke in now. Go ahead and fire 10 shots. I don't know how many of y'all own a crony, but real easy to shoot them. I remember watching a video before I got one. Somebody shot theirs, and I was thinking to myself, what a dumbass. This is my second chronograph, and I've shot it like 2 or 3 times. Oh, well, that's 10. I've got it cocked, so we're going to shoot it one more time. Looked like only one shot was under 1,000. There. Well, good. Now, that was our low one. And our high. All right. Well, that's about it for this video. I'll see y'all later.